Hi everybody, welcome back to the Kids Fun Channel. Today we're going to make another fan requested train from Thomas Train. We requested to make Gordon out of Play-Doh. And there's Gordon and his tender. Now we're not going to make the tender, we're just going to make Gordon and see if we can fool the tender into thinking it's a real thing. With a very busy set here today, I'm just going to move the camera around and see if anybody out there can... Oh, what's this here? We know who that is? Put it in the comments section if you know who that is, right there with the pink head. And look, I want you to name all these characters in the comments section. Remember that guy? And two cars here, buses. And look behind us. Anybody name them? Put it in the comments section down below. And look, that guy's name is honestly easy to find out. And look over here above him. Push down on this button. And this thing takes off. That's right, I won't say his name either, but you know who it is. Put it in the comments. And now down here, of course, we have the mechanic working on the train. I'm going to tell you who that is. That's Billy, because he's not very common, so you might not recognize him. And there's Thomas. And what's Thomas carrying? Watch this. What train car is that? Of course, we have all of our Play-Doh here. Black and yellow. And look up top. Look. Who's that from Sesame Street? And look, on top of Cranky the Crane. Wow. Well, let's get started on making Gordon. And what we're going to do first, of course, is now he has 8 wheels. I'll put the tender away. We're not going to use that. He has 8 wheels on 2 separate... So we're going to make 2 separate black bases and add the wheels on our axles first, and then we'll put that away, and then we'll make the body. Let's get our black Play-Doh out and get ready. There we go. We'll start with our 2 black portions of Play-Doh, and we'll form that into a rectangle. And I always use a piece of track to flatten it out. There, now that's what these parts look like before I cut them. Now I'm going to trim them to match the 2 sizes underneath. There. Now there's our 2 black segments that go right here. Now what I use for axles is toothpicks. That's right. I use 4 toothpicks, and I push them through each side. Then I add my wheels. It's just easier that way. And then I'll get the blue Play-Doh, and I'll make 8 round circles of Play-Doh, which I'll squeeze flat and put little hubcaps on. I'll show you. There, see how I pushed the toothpicks through there to make the axles? Now I'm going to make, well, I need a magnet on the front, so I'm going to get a little bit of black Play-Doh and some white to simulate the magnet. And I'm going to have to put one here and one there. See, there's the black. I'll push that down with my finger and put the white on top, and that becomes, it looks like a magnet. Same as this one. Okay, now let's install them on our bases here. And we only need one because it's going to be like this, one on each end. Perfect. Now let's get the 6 small portions of blue Play-Doh to make the wheels and 6 tiny ones to make the hubcaps. Well, there's 6 small portions of Play-Doh. And how many of you said, hey, wait a minute, Gordon has 8 wheels. So I have to make 2 more, and we'll have 8 altogether. Okay, there we have all 8 of our portions of Play-Doh. Now I'm going to show you how to do one. You take this one portion and you squeeze it with your finger, and it becomes a wheel. And then we'll add this part, and it's a hubcap. Now I'll put that on, and I'll show you how it looks. Perfect. Now I'll do the other 7. There we have it. Now there's Gordon's base. It looks pretty good. And now what I'm going to do is put that aside and work on this big platform here. The whole thing is one big long piece of 1/4 inch Play-Doh. So I'm going to take some blue Play-Doh, make a ball, and roll it flat with my roller and cut it. Okay, that looks about right. Now I'll trim it to see if I can get the exact same dimensions. There we go. That looks about right. Now I'll put that over there, and I'm going to flip that over. And now I'm going to build the part on the back right here, just a rectangle. And then I'll add this piece, and then the big long boiler, in the front, and then the face. Let's do this block right here first. We'll start with a round ball of Play-Doh, and then we'll turn it into a rectangle using our track again. Get it nice and shaped just right. There, that came pretty good. And we'll cover this with black later. Now I'll make a small part in here. I'm just going to shape that with my hands and trim it so it fits right in there. Oh, a little soft. It's a bit too high now. Let's trim it down. There we go. That came pretty good. Now I'm going to make the big long boiler tube here. It's a big long cylinder. I'm going to use my more blue Play-Doh, form it into a ball, and then shape it like a cylinder. There we go. Now I'll get some black to make this part. That looks about right. Now I can trim that to fit right in there. There we go. That's coming good. think I'll do now is put this here filler tube right in the middle, and I usually make a small hole right here, and I push in some blue Play-Doh, and it sticks in there really nice, and won't come out. That's why I make the little hole first. Watch. Make a little tiny indentation. There, perfect. Now I can work on the face. Now I have some gray Play-Doh saved from the other day. He's over here actually. He's sitting inside my white. I saved it in there. See, look. And I'm going to use that to make his face. I'm going to squeeze that flat and cut out a circle. Put this back. And I'm going to flip that over. Push it flat again. Made all my fingers. And then I'm going to cut it out again. And that's going to be his face. Let's work on that now. Now what I've been doing lately is I build the face on the ceramic tile so it's easier to get off, and then I add it to the black part. So now I'm going to add that right to there. Looking pretty good so far, guys. Now what we're going to do is put some black right here and some small red stripes all over his boiler. This part's pretty easy. I just take some black and I roll it nice and thin, and then I cut out the top. And look, 2 windows done, 2 little black windows there too. There we go. Now I'm going to try and make some thin red stripes to put over his boiler. Now I used to make small little snakes and stick them on that, but now I'm going to take some red, roll it flat, cut it in thin strips and put it on. Start with a nice big portion of red, but roll it really, really flat and thin. Okay, now I can cut that in small little thin strips. Okay, just like that. Now let's see if I can add them to the top of the boiler. Okay, we've completed the striping. Now let's install this part onto the wheelbase. Okay, let's try that and see how it goes. Wow, that came really good. Look at that. It's almost the exact replica of Gordon. Now let's try his tender. Can you tell the difference? Let's put him on the track over by Sir Topham Hatt. Sir Topham Hatt couldn't believe what he was seeing. 2 Gordons? He fainted with surprise. When he finally woke up, he said, I can't believe it. 2 Gordons. Don't worry, Sir Topham Hatt. One's fake, made of Play-Doh, and one's real. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you liked the video of making Gordon from Play-Doh as requested by one of our top YouTube fans. If you have any more suggestions, let us know. And yes, Diesel is on the list. Diesel 10, I mean, is on the list to be made. He's pretty big. And have any comments or questions, leave them at the bottom and hit the like button there if you like it. If not, hit the dislike button, doesn't matter. And have a great day.